My cherished child, listen close, closer than ever before. Let the world's clamor fade into the distance, like ripples smoothing out on a vast, still lake. Hear my voice, not just with your ears, but with the deepest sanctuary of your soul, the place where eternity whispers your true name. That stirring within you, that gentle tremor beneath the surface of your days, is not anxiety alone, nor mere restlessness. It is the resonance of my love, a divine frequency tuning your spirit, calling you to awaken fully to the magnificent reality I have prepared for you. Do you perceive it, beloved? The subtle yet profound shift occurring not just around you but within you. The world, with its flashing lights, urgent demands, and fleeting promises, casts long shadows, doesn't it? It clamors for your attention, tries to convince you that its temporary dramas are the main event. But I tell you, it is a shadow play, a mist that will eventually burn away in the dawn of eternal truth. The enduring reality, the substance behind the shadows, is my unwavering, unconditional, infinite love for you. I have called to you in the hushed reverence of ancient forests, in the breathtaking explosion of a sunrise painting the clouds, in the profound silence of a star-dusted night sky where infinity unfolds. My voice has been in the laughter of loved ones, the kindness of strangers, the quiet nudges of your own conscience. But now my call becomes more focused, more direct, resonating with a clearer tone. Why? Because the season is changing. The time approaches when the temporary scaffolding of this world will be dismantled, revealing the eternal home I have meticulously, lovingly constructed for your spirit. Let not a single tremor of fear touch your heart at these words. This is not a message designed to frighten, but to prepare. My deepest desire is not to see you startled, scrambling, clinging to things that cannot last, weighed down by worries I long to lift from your shoulders. My love for you is too vast, too protective, too fiercely tender to let you face the coming transitions without the full armor of faith, the unbreakable shield of hope, and the luminous sword of truth, which is my word. So I ask you now, with all the gentleness of a father gathering his beloved child close, pause. Just pause. Still the racing thoughts, quiet the internal noise. Breathe deeply of my presence which surrounds you always. Open your heart, not just a little, but fling the doors wide open. Allow my words, infused with my very essence, to permeate every layer of your being, reaching the hidden chambers where old hurts or uncertainties may reside. Let them be a soothing balm upon any wound, a radiant lamp illuminating the path ahead, and an unshakable source of strength as you navigate the mists of the unknown. Has this message, even now, struck a chord within you? A flicker of recognition in your spirit? A spark of deep yearning, perhaps unnamed until this moment? If so, fan that flame. Let it grow, let it shine. Do not hide this inner light. Share it gently, lovingly, with others who may be stumbling in the twilight, searching for comfort, for meaning, for me. A simple act of sharing this message, a quiet word of encouragement rooted in this truth, can become a lifeline, a beacon of hope for a soul feeling lost at sea. Look around you, my child, with eyes opened by awareness. Observe the relentless cycle of the world. Nations rise and fall like tides. Fortunes are amassed and vanish like morning dew. Things once deemed permanent and powerful crumble into dust. This is the nature of the temporary. This earthly sojourn, with its mixture of fleeting joys and persistent struggles, its endless striving and momentary satisfactions, is a valuable school, a training ground. But it is not your final destination. It is a preparation room for the eternal, vibrant, glorious life that awaits you in my immediate presence. The chaos you sometimes feel, the confusion, the relentless pressure to achieve, to acquire, to be more in the world's eyes, these are powerful distractions. They are clever diversions designed to keep your gaze fixed on the shifting sands, preventing you from anchoring your heart to the eternal rock. Do not chain your soul's deep longing to possessions that decay, to relationships built on shifting expectations, or to applause that fades with the changing winds. These are illusions, beautiful perhaps, but ultimately incapable of satisfying the infinite capacity for love and joy I placed within you. Instead, place your complete trust, your unwavering reliance in me. I am the constant in a universe of change, the unshakable foundation beneath your feet, the eternal wellspring of love, peace, and belonging. When everything else seems to sway or crumble, my love for you remains steadfast, secure, a bedrock upon which you can build a life of true meaning and enduring strength. Hear me again, beloved. This is not a summons to fear. It is a clarion call to awareness. It is an invitation to awaken from the slumber of complacency, from the hypnosis of the mundane, and to embrace the breathtaking, eternal reality that is your true inheritance. When your heart beats in rhythm with mine, attuned to my love and purpose, the end of one season is not an event to be dreaded, but a glorious, seamless transition, a homecoming to the place where you have always truly belonged, even before time began. Take this sacred moment, my child, to reflect. Turn your gaze inward with honesty and gentle courage. Examine the patterns of your life, the priorities that guide your choices. Are you investing your precious energy, your irreplaceable time, in things that hold eternal value? Are you actively nurturing your soul, cultivating relationships grounded in love and mutual respect, and seeking the profound, unshakable peace that only I can provide? Now is the opportune moment to draw nearer to me, to consciously strengthen the tendrils of your faith, and to cultivate an unshakable trust that I will guide you, protect you, and provide for you through whatever transitions lie ahead. Be vigilant, my child, but with a peaceful heart. The signs are not hidden. They are woven into the fabric of current events for those with eyes to see and ears to hear. The perceived unraveling of old structures, the increasing intensity of global challenges, the erosion of compassion in some quarters. These are not random, meaningless occurrences. They can be understood as the birth pangs of a new era, the natural consequences of a world system that has, in many ways, drifted far from the harmony and love embedded in my original design. Do not be like those caught sleeping when the dawn breaks, unaware and unprepared, still clinging desperately to illusions that are destined to dissolve in the morning light. Stay alert, not with anxiety, but with quiet attentiveness. Keep the inner channel of your heart open, attuned to the gentle frequency of my voice. Consciously resist the myriad distractions, both external and internal, that would pull you away from the path of truth, peace, and authentic living. You have sensed it, haven't you? Deep within, beneath the surface noise. That subtle inner knowing, that quiet premonition that something significant, something transformative is unfolding. The world, with its constant barrage of information and entertainment, tries relentlessly to lull you into a false sense of normalcy, a comfortable inertia. But you, my child, are different. You possess a sensitivity to the whispers of the spirit, an awareness of the subtle energetic shifts occurring in the collective consciousness. This message is finding you, right here, right now, for a profound reason. There are no accidents in my economy. This is a divine appointment, a moment carefully orchestrated by my infinite love to gently awaken you further, to lovingly prepare you, and to fully empower you for the journey ahead. Do not let this moment of connection slip away like water through your fingers. Do not dismiss the resonance you feel as mere wishful thinking or emotional fancy. This is a call to rise, a summons to action, not frantic action, but purposeful, heart-centered action. It is an invitation to step beyond the confines of the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary destiny I have always held for you. Even as the ground may seem to tremble beneath the old ways of the world, my promise to you stands firm, immutable, eternal. I will never leave you nor forsake you. When the storms of life rage, when external circumstances feel unstable and uncertain, I will be your anchor, your immovable foundation, your unwavering source of strength, peace, and resilience. I understand the questions that may surface in your mind, the natural human doubts, the echoes of past fears. It is understandable to wonder why seasons must change, why familiar landscapes sometimes shift. But understand this, beloved. Endings are not always tragedies. Very often, they are the necessary, fertile ground for new beginnings, the catalyst for transformations more beautiful and profound than your current perspective can fully encompass. Trust me, my child. Trust my heart, which beats only with love for you. Trust my wisdom, which sees the end from the beginning. I hold the keys to your unfolding future, a future brimming with inextinguishable hope, authentic joy, and everlasting peace. This is not a promise of a life devoid of challenges, for challenges often sculpt the soul's strength, but it is an absolute promise of my constant, empowering presence guiding you, shielding you, strengthening you, and celebrating your growth every single step of the way. The clock of this current age is indeed ticking, my beloved. The time you have right now is an immeasurably precious gift, a sacred space for preparation, for alignment, for deepening your connection with me. Do not squander these golden moments on pursuits that glitter but lack substance, on accumulating things that will ultimately turn to dust, or on chasing fleeting pleasures that leave the soul unnourished. Instead, consciously focus your heart, your mind, your energy on what truly endures. Love in its purest, most unconditional form. Kindness, extended freely and without expectation. Forgiveness offered first to yourself, then radiating outward. Compassion, feeling with and for others. And above all, the cultivation of a deep, intimate, conversational relationship with me. These are the true treasures, the investments that yield eternal dividends, the qualities that will shine with dazzling brilliance long after the spotlights of this world have dimmed. If the current season is indeed drawing towards a significant transition, doesn't it make perfect sense to consciously release the burdens that hold you back? Why cling tightly to old grudges that corrode your peace? Why allow bitterness over past hurts to poison the wellspring of your joy? Why carry the heavy weight of regrets when my forgiveness is freely available? Why chase after illusions, be it wealth, fame, or fleeting status, that promise fulfillment but inevitably leave the soul wanting? None of these can accompany you into the deeper dimensions of reality. They are shadows, distractions from the true, incorruptible riches that await you in my kingdom. Instead, focus your intention on cultivating the divine virtues that reflect my own nature, the very light I have placed within you. Love overflowing and unconditional, joy bubbling up from a deep well of trust, peace transcending circumstances, patience with yourself and others, kindness as a natural expression of your heart, goodness in thought, word, and deed, faithfulness to me and to your own soul's calling, gentleness, the strength of restraint, and self-control, the wise stewardship of your energy and focus. These are the radiant fruits of my spirit growing within you, the qualities that endure, the treasures that will shine brightly in the eternal realm. My dear one, let the light of this message illuminate your path forward. Feel its warmth penetrating any cold corners of doubt or fear. And as you feel this light growing within you, share it. Become a conduit of hope. Share these words, this encouragement, with those you know who might be searching for hope in the shadows, for meaning in the mundane, for a tangible connection to something, to someone greater than themselves. Your simple act of sharing, motivated by love, could be the very spark that ignites their dormant faith and gently leads them toward me. Now is the time for gentle, purposeful action, my child. Take an honest, loving look within. Are there areas in your life that feel out of alignment with your deepest truth? Areas where my gentle guidance has been nudging you toward correction? Address them now, with courage and my empowering grace. Are there relationships strained by misunderstanding or hurt? Relationships that need the healing balm of forgiveness? Reach out, extend the olive branch, speak the words of reconciliation that need to be spoken. Are there apologies lingering on your heart, words you need to offer to restore harmony? Do so now, without delay, releasing yourself and others from the burden of unspoken regret. Do not postpone these heart matters, believing there will always be a more convenient tomorrow. Tomorrow is a promise the world makes, but today is the gift I give. Every moment you delay healing, reconciliation, or alignment is a moment potentially lost, a moment that could have been infused with grace, restoration, and deeper connection. Seize this precious opportunity to make things right within your own heart, in your relationships with others, and in your communion with me. You were created for more than just this fleeting earthly experience, beloved. Your time here, though significant, is like a single, swift breath compared to the vast, unending expanse of eternity. Yet, how many live as if this brief chapter is the entire story? How many pour all their precious life force into building sandcastles that the tide will inevitably reclaim, pursuing goals that will ultimately vanish like smoke in the wind? I invite you, I urge you, to live with eternity consciously woven into the fabric of your daily awareness. Let this perspective inform your choices, shape your priorities, guide your words and actions. Consider the eternal implications. Are you living in a way that resonates with your divine origin and purpose? Are you investing in treasures stored in the heavens, acts of love, kindness, forgiveness, spiritual growth? Or are you primarily clinging to the temporary, fleeting things of this earth? Precious one, you are inherently worthy of profound joy, deep inspiration, and a life overflowing with purpose and meaning. This is not something you need to earn. It is your birthright as my child. Join me consciously on this journey of awakening and transformation. If you haven't already, subscribe to messages like this. Let them be a gentle, consistent reminder of my infinite love and my persistent call to your heart. Let your spirit blossom with each word of truth, with each comforting reassurance, with each step you take closer to the radiant center of my being, where your true self resides. My dear child, my deepest desire is for you to be ready. Ready not just for the culmination of this particular age or era, but ready for the magnificent beginning of the glorious, fully expressed life I have meticulously prepared for you. Imagine a life completely free from pain, sorrow, sickness, and fear. Imagine a reality where you are fully known, unconditionally loved, and perpetually immersed in the dazzling, life-giving light of my immediate presence. This is not a fantasy. It is your ultimate destination. Take these words deep into the soil of your heart, my beloved. Let them take root, grow strong, and bear fruit in your life. Let them be your constant guide through uncertainty, your unfailing comfort in times of challenge, and your inexhaustible source of unwavering strength. Remember, you are never truly alone. I am with you, closer than your own breath, walking beside you, within you, upholding you every single step of the way. And when the final page of this world's current chapter is turned, I will be there, waiting with open arms, eager to welcome you into my eternal embrace. I long to show you the breathtaking, unimaginable beauty of eternity, a realm of existence so vibrant, so joyful, so filled with love that it surpasses your wildest dreams and deepest longings. Perhaps you have encountered messages with similar themes before. Perhaps they felt distant, abstract, or even alarming. But this time, I implore you, listen with the ears of your heart. Take this message with profound seriousness, not out of fear, but out of love for your own soul's journey. Consider this your personal wake-up call, my earnest, loving plea reaching across time and space directly to you, to awaken you fully to the deeper reality unfolding. You are encountering these words, absorbing this energy, for a distinct reason. This moment was woven into the tapestry of your life long before you took your first breath. It is no mere coincidence that you find yourself here, reading, listening, feeling. I am speaking directly to the core of your being, to that sacred inner space where only truth resonates. I need you to listen. Truly listen with openness and respond from that place of authenticity. There is a divine urgency, not of panic, but of purpose. If you have been postponing the inner shifts you know are needed, if you have been subtly tuning out my gentle whispers, or if you have been living under the illusion of unlimited earthly time, I lovingly invite you to let that pattern cease now. Today, this moment, you are ready, my child, more ready than you know. Surrender your heart, your will, your future entirely to me. Let me lead you through this time of transition. Let me prepare your spirit. Let me equip you with everything you need. The culmination of this age is indeed approaching, but for those whose hearts are aligned with mine, it need not be a time of fear or dread. When you are prepared, when your trust is firmly rooted in me, this transition will be experienced as a time of profound joy, deep fulfillment, and glorious passage into a greater reality. This may feel like a final, earnest plea, my beloved, because my love compels me to reach you. I have spoken to you through the intricate beauty of a flower, through the unwavering loyalty of a pet, through the quiet wisdom gained from challenges, through the loving counsel of others, through the sacred texts that hold my truths. Now I speak to you directly through this message, carried on the currents of grace. Do not turn away. Do not rationalize or dismiss the stirring in your soul. I am reaching out to you with the fullness of my infinite love, asking you to prepare your heart to trust me completely and to be ready for the unfolding of my perfect plan. My deepest longing is to spend eternity with you, my cherished child, in joyous, loving communion. But the choice ultimately rests within your own heart. Will you truly listen? Will you respond with gentle action? Will you prepare your inner world before the outer world shifts irrevocably? Embracing the healing journey within, beloved in Christ, your journey of faith, your willingness to open your heart to my love, inspires me and fuels the mission to share this truth, this light, with a world desperately in need of hope. Your presence here, your engagement, is a testament to the work of my spirit within you. If your heart feels moved, consider supporting this flow of divine encouragement with a simple act of kindness. Perhaps sharing this message, offering a word of support in the comments, or, if you feel led, a small gift to help continue this work. Your generosity, in whatever form it takes, becomes a ripple of grace, helping to bring my hope and healing to countless others. I am eternally grateful for your partnership in this sacred endeavor. My cherished child, come closer still. I come to you now, extending my profound peace, a peace that defies worldly understanding, a calm that stills the inner storms and dissolves the shadows of fear. My love for you is a boundless ocean, unwavering in its depth, eternally present, surrounding and upholding you at this very moment. Feel it now. Breathe it in. Let it wash over you. Do not be afraid, my beloved. I am here not as a distant observer, but as your intimate healer, your restorer, the gentle guardian of your heart. I am here to mend the places that feel broken, to soothe the old wounds, to cradle your precious spirit in my loving embrace. Let these sacred words, flowing directly from my heart to yours, be a soothing balm upon your soul, a wellspring of comfort, and a catalyst for renewed hope and strength. See me standing as your divine protector, dismantling the barriers, both internal and external, that seem to stand in your way. I am clearing the path before you, removing obstacles you may not even perceive, and shielding you from influences that seek to diminish your light or hinder your progress. Yes, challenges are part of the earthly landscape, necessary for growth and refinement. But as you remain steadfast in your faith, anchored in my love, these challenges become opportunities for profound victory. Your unwavering devotion, your trust in me even when the path is unclear, will be your triumph. Through faith, you will rise above every perceived obstacle. Through faith, you will discover the immense reservoir of strength, resilience, and wisdom that lies dormant within you, placed there by my own hand, by my divine essence, the very source of all life and creation. I am continually pouring my love, my light, my healing energy into the deepest recesses of your being. Feel even now my celestial touch upon your spirit, purifying, revitalizing, bathing you in an endless cascade of grace. Sense the profound, positive shift occurring within you as I strengthen your resolve, uplift your emotions, calm your anxieties, and fortify the foundations of your belief. My life-giving presence flows through you like a gentle, luminous river, illuminating every pocket of darkness, dispelling the mists of doubt, and planting tenacious seeds of hope in the fertile soil of your receptive soul. Find deep solace, find rest, find belonging in my everlasting embrace. For my presence is not fleeting, it is your constant reality. My promises are not empty words, they are unwavering guarantees. And my love for you is not conditional, it endures forever, beyond time, beyond measure. Walk forward now with unwavering confidence, my child, filled with a quiet certainty. For I am your divine guide, actively transforming every aspect of your existence, aligning everything for your highest good and my ultimate glory. Prepare your heart to witness the miracles, both subtle and grand, that I am poised to perform in your life as you walk in trusting obedience. My word, the truth I impart to you, is life itself. It is a heavenly current flowing directly from my heart to yours, infusing your soul with divine nourishment and your spirit with inextinguishable vitality. Every word I speak, every whisper of truth you receive, is charged with divine purpose and creative power. These words sow seeds of hope, healing, and transformation in the deepest layers of your being. These seeds, when nurtured by your faith and watered by my continuous love, blossom into abundant, beautiful gifts. They transform your character gently, refine your thoughts, elevating them from fear to faith, and align your desires with my perfect, loving will for you. As you embrace my word, allowing it to permeate your mind and heart, you are being reshaped at your very core. Your mind is filled with liberating truth, your heart overflows with my peace, and your future is illuminated with boundless hope and divine possibility. Journey consciously with me, my beloved, hand in hand, heart to heart, and watch as your days begin to shine with a radiant inner light. Every step of faith you take, no matter how small it seems, will reveal new wonders, deepen the meaning of your existence, and draw you closer into the warmth of my love. Amidst the inevitable challenges of life, rest assured that my overarching purpose and my empowering grace will always prevail, orchestrating every detail, every encounter, every circumstance for your ultimate good and spiritual growth. Precious one, you hold within you the power to uplift, to heal, to be a beacon. Think even now of someone in your life who seems to be searching, someone whose spirit feels heavy, someone waiting for a sign, a reason to believe, a glimmer of hope in their personal twilight. Perhaps by sharing these words, by extending a hand of compassion, you can be the vessel through which my light reaches them. Consider sharing this message of hope. I am continually, meticulously crafting a perfect, intricate plan for your life, a plan designed to lead you gently toward a place of profound peace, lasting fulfillment, and abundant, overflowing joy. Every detail, every experience, every relationship is being woven into the magnificent tapestry of my divine decree, intricately designed to bring about the ultimate goodness I have always promised you. Now, my child, I call you to consciously step out of any shadows of self-doubt, fear, or unworthiness where the world, or perhaps echoes from your past, have tried to confine you. Do not allow fear, anxiety, or the critical voices, whether external or internal, to dim the brilliant, unique light I have placed within your soul. The light of my presence dwelling in you is undeniable, an intrinsic part of who you are. Let it shine forth as a beacon of hope, authenticity, and unwavering love for all to see. Let your life become a living testament to my transforming love. Let your words carry grace, let your actions embody compassion, and let your unwavering faith draw others naturally toward the source of your strength and peace toward me. By the power of my Spirit actively working within you, I will lift you into an extraordinary realm of faith and direct experience, a place where my power flows freely and my tangible presence becomes your greatest treasure, your most secure reality. This is a realm where miracles are not exceptions, but natural occurrences, a place where situations that seem impossible from a human perspective become possible through divine intervention, a place where the ordinary routines of life become infused with extraordinary meaning and grace. As you walk consciously with me, trust that I will guide you with precision and tenderness, nurturing your spiritual growth, protecting your heart, and allowing you to flourish abundantly in every area of your life. With my words, spoken through scripture, through prayer, through the quiet knowing in your heart, I impart deep, practical wisdom. This wisdom grounds your decisions in righteousness and clarity, cutting through confusion and illuminating the path forward. Through this connection, you will find profound insight amidst bewildering circumstances, unshakable courage in the face of fear, and surprising strength exactly when you feel weak or depleted. Do not be afraid, my child, I repeat it, let it sink deep. Do not be afraid, for I am with you, intimately involved every single step of the way. My tangible presence is your constant comfort, your unerring guide, and your unwavering source of strength and resilience. Embrace me fully. Surrender your burdens, your anxieties, your need to control outcomes, and find deep, restorative rest for your weary soul. Let my spirit lift your thoughts above the turmoil of the world, above the anxieties of the day, and immerse you in a boundless joy, a quiet confidence that springs from knowing you are loved, guided, and secure in me. I will lead you gently, steadily, toward a realm of indescribable peace, profound purpose, and lasting fulfillment. A reality far beyond anything you could engineer or imagine on your own. Together, step by step, we will walk into the glorious fullness of my promises for you. Delve deep into the ocean of my love. Open your heart to witness the breathtaking heights of my glory revealed in your own life story. Dearest heart, let kindness be your compass. Is there someone today who needs encouragement? Someone waiting for a sign to keep going? Share these words, be a conduit of hope, a beacon in their time of need. Perhaps leave a comment below, sharing a word of hope or a reflection that might uplift another soul journeying alongside you. I am always with you, my child, closer than your very breath, more intimately connected than the air you inhale. I observe your journey with infinite love and compassion. I gently guide your steps, often in ways you don't consciously perceive. And I delight, with a father's boundless joy, in every single moment you intentionally draw closer to me, every time you turn your heart toward mine. Let my words sink deep, deeper than mere intellectual understanding. Let them resonate within the chambers of your soul, becoming part of the very fabric of your being. Do not rush past this sacred moment of connection. Rest here, linger in my presence. It is here, in this quiet communion, that you will find the profound peace and unshakable confidence you need to face whatever lies ahead with grace and strength. My love for you knows no bounds, no limits, no conditions. And my plans for you, woven from eternity, are inherently noble, good, and designed for your ultimate flourishing. Watch with eyes of faith how I skillfully turn every trial into a triumph of spirit, every sorrow into a seed of future joy, and every obstacle into a powerful testimony of my redeeming power and unwavering faithfulness. You are my masterpiece, my child. Not a rough draft, not a flawed copy, but a unique and magnificent creation, crafted with utmost care, infused with divine purpose, and utterly cherished. From the very beginning, before the foundations of the world were laid, I knew you intimately. I chose you specifically. I called you by your true name. I spoke your unique existence into being out of pure love. You are not an accident, beloved. You are not a cosmic afterthought. Your presence here now is intentional, purposeful, divinely ordained. You were created with love out of love, and for love called into existence for this specific time, with the unique gifts and perspective only you possess. No force in creation, no power in the unseen realms, no challenging circumstance, no voice of accusation can ever strip away the inherent worth and divine gifts I have ordained specifically for you. Nothing can permanently separate you from the beautiful, unfolding path I have lovingly set before you. You are my living work of art, shaped by my gentle, skillful hands. Every detail of your being, every nuance of your personality, every strength and even perceived weakness reflects the profound depth of my affection and wisdom. Embrace this truth deep within your soul. Let it settle into your bones. You are infinitely loved, immeasurably valued, and constantly cared for in ways that often transcend your current understanding. Before you drew your very first breath, I had already begun composing the beautiful symphony of your life. Every moment, every experience, whether filled with sunshine or shadow, laughter or tears, holds a divine purpose within the grand, intricate design I am weaving. Each step you take, each choice you make, is observed, validated, and gently guided by my loving will, always leading you towards greater wholeness and deeper connection with me. Even your struggles, the times you felt lost or broken, serve a higher purpose within this grand design. They are not punishments but refining fires, shaping you into the resilient, compassionate, wise person I always envisioned. They polish your character, deepen your empathy, and inevitably draw you closer into my embrace, revealing your need for me and my ever-present help. Trust that I am skillfully working all things together for your ultimate good, even when the pattern is unclear from your current vantage point, even when the threads seem tangled or dark. I see the incredible potential, the latent greatness residing within you, waiting to be fully unveiled and expressed. I know your heart intimately, your dreams, your hopes, your hidden fears, your past victories, your stumbles and failures. And none of these diminish my unconditional love for you, not even for a moment. In fact, your awareness of your need brings you closer to my grace. Therefore, I invite you now, continuously, to accept my complete forgiveness, a divine, liberating gift you could never earn or deserve, offered freely out of the depths of my love. Release the heavy burdens of guilt, shame, and regret that you may be carrying, perhaps unknowingly. Lay them down at my feet, right now. Breathe them out. Embrace this ever-present opportunity for a fresh start, a new beginning. Allow yourself to rise, to be renewed, to be transformed by the cleansing, empowering river of my grace. I am the master of new beginnings, the infinite source of boundless possibilities, the very essence of unrelenting hope. With me, every dream can be rebuilt, even if it feels shattered. Every broken path can be redeemed and rerouted. Every life story can find its glorious purpose. Your past does not define or confine you, beloved. It has prepared you, equipped you, given you wisdom and resilience for the remarkable future that awaits as you walk forward with me. So rise up, my child. Lift your head, straighten your shoulders, and dare to imagine a new beginning, starting today. Let me infuse your spirit with renewed vigor, with fresh passion, with divine energy. Let me reignite the unique spark, the divine purpose I placed within you from the beginning. My promises are not fragile hopes, they are immutable truths. I am constantly at your side, guiding you lovingly through uncharted territory, celebrating every victory, no matter how small, and providing deep comfort and unwavering strength in every trial. I delight in watching you rise, watching you heal, watching you embrace the fullness of the incredible potential I see within you. Remember always, embed this truth in your heart. I am near, I am present, offering support, surrounding you with my tangible peace, and empowering you from within to overcome every obstacle, not in your own strength, but in mine. Embrace the road ahead with courage and quiet expectation, my beloved. It brims with wonders yet to be discovered, with countless opportunities to let your unique light shine brightly, and with the unwavering promise of a life lived in beautiful, harmonious alignment with my perfect, loving will. My beloved child, I want you to grasp a deeper understanding of your life's journey. It is not a random sequence of disconnected events, nor a chaotic jumble of experiences. Rather, picture your life as an intricate, magnificent tapestry designed by me, the master weaver, with meticulous detail and profound, loving purpose. Each thread vibrant or muted, smooth or coarse. Each color, each knot, represents a moment, an experience, a relationship, a lesson learned. Every single element contributes to the overall beauty, strength, and unique meaning of the whole masterpiece that is your life. Often, you may not perceive the emerging pattern clearly, especially when your focus is narrowed to a single thread, perhaps a challenging circumstance, a painful loss, or a period of uncertainty. It's like standing too close to a grand painting. You only see brushstrokes. But I, the weaver, see the complete, breathtaking design from beginning to end. I know precisely how each thread interconnects, how contrasting colors create depth and vibrancy, and how even the knots, the points of tension and difficulty, serve to strengthen the integrity of the entire fabric. Trust in my craftsmanship, my child. Trust my process. I do not make mistakes. There are no random stitches, no meaningless threads in the tapestry of a life surrendered to me. Every experience, whether perceived as joyful or painful at the time, is intentionally woven into the fabric of your existence. Each one serves to shape you, to mold your character, to deepen your compassion, to increase your resilience, and ultimately, to prepare you for the glorious destiny I have planned for you since before time began. I urge you, do not judge the entire tapestry based on one difficult thread or even a challenging section. Learn to step back metaphorically and view your life through the lens of faith. Ask me for my perspective. Try to perceive the larger picture, the unfolding beauty, the intricate, meaningful design that is uniquely yours. Those darker threads, the knots that felt tight and restrictive, the stitches that seemed imperfect or out of place, these are not flaws to be hidden or regretted. They are essential components of the design. They provide depth, texture, contrast, making the brighter threads, the moments of joy, triumph, connection, and grace, shine even more brilliantly. These difficult threads represent the challenges overcome, the trials endured, the setbacks navigated. They are testament to your strength, sculpted in the fires of adversity, and they serve to highlight the luminescence of grace. Therefore, embrace every thread of your story, my child, for each one is necessary. Each contributes to the richness, complexity, and unique beauty of your life's tapestry. Each thread, ultimately, is a testament to my unwavering love, my infinite wisdom, and my steadfast commitment to your growth and well-being. And as the tapestry continues to unfold, as you journey onward with me, you will begin to see the intricate patterns emerging more clearly. You will gain understanding, seeing how seemingly disconnected events were actually preparation points, how challenges you faced equipped you for opportunities that followed, and how periods of darkness you endured ultimately made the light of dawn feel even more glorious and welcome. My precious child, I know intimately that this journey of life, this weaving process, is not always easy. There will be times when the threads seem tangled, when you feel weary, discouraged, perhaps even tempted to abandon the loom. But I urge you with all my love, persevere. Do not lose heart. Do not give up on the beautiful masterpiece your life is becoming. Do not abandon the sacred path I have lovingly laid out before you. Perseverance is not merely about passively enduring hardship. It is about actively, consciously pressing forward, fueled by faith and determination, keeping your eyes fixed on the ultimate goal, deeper union with me and the fulfillment of your divine purpose. It is about refusing to be defined or defeated by obstacles, setbacks, or disappointments. It means clinging tightly to my promises, speaking them aloud, even when your physical eyes cannot yet see the way forward. Remember, beloved, the greatest achievements, the deepest transformations, are rarely accomplished without sustained effort and unwavering perseverance. The most stunning flowers often bloom in the most unlikely, rocky terrains. The strongest, most resilient trees are those that have weathered the fiercest storms. And the most profoundly beautiful, compassionate souls are often those who have navigated the deepest valleys and overcome the greatest challenges, emerging not bitter, but better, refined like gold. You are never alone in this journey of perseverance, my child. I am with you, constantly, intimately. I will infuse you with strength when you feel weak. I will whisper words of encouragement when discouragement threatens to overwhelm you. I will gently guide your steps when you feel lost or uncertain. Draw strength continually from my word, which is a living lamp illuminating your path, providing wisdom and direction. Draw strength from heartfelt prayer, your direct, open line of communication to my infinite power and love. Draw strength from authentic fellowship with other believers, those who can offer genuine support, loving encouragement, and gentle accountability on your journey. And remember the stories, the legacies of those who have walked this path before you, men and women of faith who persevered through unimaginable trials and emerged victorious, not in their own power, but through their unwavering reliance on me. Their lives are powerful testaments to the reality of faith, the vital importance of endurance, and the ultimate, inevitable triumph of my light and love over darkness and despair. Do not be afraid to stumble, my child. It is part of the learning process on this earthly terrain. Everyone falters at times. The key is not to stay down. The key is to reach for my hand. Allow me to lift you. Learn humbly from the experience and keep moving forward with renewed determination and trust. With every step you take after a stumble, you are growing stronger, wiser, more compassionate, and more resilient. My beloved, woven into this journey of perseverance and growth is a crucial, often misunderstood aspect of healing, the process of mourning. When you experience loss, the loss of a loved one, the loss of a dream, the loss of innocence, the loss of security, the loss of health, or even the loss of an old way of being, there is a natural, God-given need to grieve, to acknowledge the pain, to process the impact of that loss. Sometimes, especially when hurts stem from childhood, from experiences of neglect, misunderstanding, injustice, or violation, these losses remain unacknowledged, buried deep within the heart, yet subtly influencing present feelings and patterns. The world often encourages stoicism, telling you to be strong, to move on, implying that acknowledging pain is weakness. But I tell you, authentic strength lies in courageous vulnerability, in daring to feel, and in allowing me to meet you in that tender place. Mourning is not wallowing in self-pity. It is a sacred, necessary process of healing. It requires acknowledging the reality of the loss and allowing yourself to feel the emotions associated with it. Sometimes this involves revisiting past pains, not to dwell there, but to finally bring them into the light of my love for healing and release. Within this sacred process of mourning, certain expressions of your heart are not only valid but profoundly healing, when guided by wisdom and aimed at restoration, not destruction. Let us speak of 4 pathways often involved in fully processing deep loss or past injustice. There is an anger, my child, that is not destructive sin, but a righteous, protective energy rising from the depths of your soul when faced with injustice, betrayal, or violation, especially hurts experienced when you were vulnerable and dependent. Complaining to me, pouring out your heart about past or present losses, about times you felt unseen, unprotected, humiliated, or unfairly treated, is a positive and necessary step in grieving. Many who carry deep wounds from their formative years need to connect with this righteous anger, a healthy resentment toward the circumstances that caused deep insecurity, fear, or loneliness. You may need to feel angry that there was no one reliable to guide or protect you consistently, or that your genuine efforts and accomplishments were dismissed or unappreciated. You may need to acknowledge the profound betrayal felt when, time after time, there seemed to be no safe harbor, no one trustworthy to turn to for help or understanding. This anger needs a safe outlet, a way to be expressed that harms neither yourself nor others. Often, this means bringing it to me in prayer, writing it out, speaking it aloud in a safe space, perhaps with a trusted friend or counselor who can simply witness without judgment. When you rail against the impact of past trauma, especially against the echoes of those hurts that manifest as self-criticism or self-hatred, that internal voice that whispers lies of unworthiness, you are externalizing the anger. You are saying a firm, divine no to the internalized negativity. You are refusing to turn that energy inward destructively. Instead, you redirect it toward protecting your own heart, reclaiming your God-given instinct for self-preservation. In most cases, this healing work does not require direct confrontation with those who caused past pain, especially if they are unwilling or unable to acknowledge it. or if doing so would cause further harm. The primary target is the internalized voice, the echo of the past that continues to inflict pain in the present, that relentless accuser within. This righteous anger acts like a rescuer, pulling you out from under the heavy, suffocating cloak of toxic shame, that false belief that you are inherently flawed or unworthy because of how you were treated. When a parent or authority figure leveled harsh accusations or blame upon you as a child, you may have unconsciously absorbed them, turning them into deep-seated shame. Anger directed appropriately at the injustice itself redirects that energy back to its source, liberating you from carrying burdens that were never yours to bear. It strengthens your resolve to build inner boundaries, to establish a clear distinction between your true self, loved and valued by me, and the critical voice that seeks to condemn. This expression of anger can be done alone in prayer or witnessed by a compassionate companion. But ultimately, much of this vital work becomes internal, a silent, powerful, anger-fueled thought block against the attacks of the inner accuser. It's a conscious choice to reject the lies and affirm the truth of your belovedness. For some, the voice of self-criticism has become so pervasive that it feels like their entire identity. For these precious souls, a period of intense focus on consciously fighting this inner accuser, fueled by this protective anger, is necessary until a healthy sense of self-worth and self-protection is firmly established. This anger also serves to rescue you from the paralyzing powerlessness often felt during moments when past trauma resurfaces vividly. It reminds your spirit, I am no longer that helpless child. I am an adult now, dwelling in God's strength. I have resources, I have agency, I can protect myself. When wielded constructively, guided by my spirit, this righteous anger partners with truth to diminish and eventually dissolve pervasive fear. It reawakens and nurtures your God-given instinct for self-preservation, helping you develop healthier boundaries, both externally, in relationships, and internally, against self-condemnation. It protects you from being easily bullied or manipulated, especially by the most insidious bully, the accuser within. Finally, this constructive anger powerfully reinforces the work of thought correction and thought substitution, consciously replacing the lies of the accuser with the truth of my word, my love, and your inherent goodness. It fuels the journey of reclaiming your true self, re-educating your psyche to be kind and compassionate toward yourself, and enabling you to build healthy, loving connections with others. This righteous anger can also be instrumental in dissolving harmful repetitive patterns. If the instinctive anger at past mistreatment remains suppressed or unacknowledged, you might unconsciously find yourself drawn to or tolerating similar dynamics in present relationships. Consider a soul who, having experienced subtle but damaging betrayal by a trusted figure in childhood, found herself repeatedly drawn into exploitative situations as an adult. Her innate ability to say no, to protect her boundaries, had been discouraged or punished early on, leaving her vulnerable. The original betrayal, compounded by parental emotional unavailability, left a deep wound. Later, figures of authority reenacted this pattern, and lost in the echoes of the past, she couldn't protest until afterwards, turning the resulting anger and shame inward. Through dedicated therapeutic work, witnessing and validating her buried anger towards each instance of violation became crucial. Months of allowing this righteous anger to surface and be expressed safely led to a profound breakthrough. One day, recognizing the early signs of a similar manipulative dynamic beginning with a colleague's unwanted touch escalating subtly, she found her voice. For the first time, she was able clearly, calmly, and publicly state, "Please don't touch me. I don't like it and I need you to stop." The pattern was broken. The colleague stopped. Tears of relief and pride followed. Acknowledging and processing the righteous anger over past violations empowered her to protect herself in the present. Do not ever be ashamed of your tears, my child. Crying is not weakness. It is a holy release, a language the heart speaks when words are inadequate. Tears shed over loss, over pain, over deep disappointment are like a cleansing rain washing over the parched landscape of the soul. They release pent-up sorrow, grief, and tension. Allow your tears to flow freely when they come. Bring your sorrows to me, weep in my presence. I collect every tear in my bottle, they are precious to me. Let them water the seeds of healing within you. Giving voice to pain, releasing pent-up anguish sometimes, the soul needs to cry out, not just with tears, but with words, even sounds. Verbalizing the pain, naming the hurt, expressing the anguish that has been held inside for so long can be profoundly liberating. This doesn't mean destructive rage directed at others, but finding a safe space, perhaps alone in nature, in your private room, in fervent prayer, or again, with a trusted, understanding witness, to let the pent-up sounds of grief emerge. It might be a lament, a cry, a recounting of the injustice. Giving voice to the pain acknowledges its reality and begins the process of releasing its hold on you. It is saying, "This happened, it hurt, and I will no longer carry it in silence." Embracing all feelings. Pathways to wholeness beyond anger, tears, and verbal release lies the broader landscape of all your feelings. Sadness, fear, confusion, disappointment, longing, even flickers of joy amidst the sorrow. These are all part of the human experience I created. They are signals, messengers from your inner world. Do not judge them or try to suppress them. Instead, learn to welcome them with gentle curiosity. Ask, "What is this feeling telling me?" Bring your feelings unfiltered into my presence. Allow yourself to feel them fully, without letting them overwhelm you. Acknowledging the full spectrum of your God-given emotions, without shame or resistance, is a vital pathway to understanding yourself, processing your experiences, and moving toward genuine emotional and spiritual wholeness. Emotional honesty before me is always safe, always welcome. This entire process of mourning in its various expressions is empowered by my grace. It requires surrendering the outcome, releasing the bitterness, and trusting me with the healing, even as you actively participate in feeling and processing the pain. It often paves the way for true forgiveness, not forgetting or condoning, but releasing the offender from the debt owed, primarily for your freedom and peace. It takes perseverance, it deepens your faith, and it ultimately clears the path for you to live more fully in the purpose I have for you, unburdened by the unresolved weight of the past. Remember, healing often happens best within the safety and support of a loving community. My beloved, let me immerse you now in the understanding of my grace. It is the very atmosphere of my kingdom, the energizing current that flows endlessly from my heart. Grace is not a reward for good behavior. It is not something you achieve through striving or religious observance. It is a free, extravagant, unmerited gift, flowing purely from my unconditional love for you. Think of grace as my divine favor poured out upon you, my active, empowering presence within you, my supernatural assistance available for every situation. It is the power that enables you to turn away from patterns that harm you, to resist the pull of negativity and temptation, and to live a life that increasingly reflects the beauty and love of your true nature, created in my image. Grace is never a license for complacency, beloved. It is not an excuse to take my love lightly or to deliberately choose paths that lead away from wholeness. Instead, receiving my grace naturally evokes profound gratitude. It inspires obedience born not of fear, but of love. It fuels a desire for holiness, not a stuffy, judgmental piety, but a vibrant, authentic alignment with my heart and my ways, which always lead to life and peace. Embrace my grace, my child. Open your heart wide to receive its constant flow. Welcome it like the air you breathe, consciously acknowledging your need for it. Allow this divine energy to permeate every part of your being, transforming you gently, thoroughly, from the inside out. Let grace be the solid foundation upon which your faith rests, the inexhaustible source of your daily strength, and the pure motivation behind your acts of service and love. Grace is not a one-time deposit made at the moment you first believed. It is a continuous, overflowing river, available to you every moment of every day. When you feel weak and inadequate, my grace is sufficient, more than enough to meet your need. When temptation whispers alluring lies, my grace is your impenetrable shield, your source of discernment and strength to choose truth. When discouragement casts long shadows, my grace is your comforting presence, your gentle reminder of my unwavering love and ultimate victory. Do not fall into the exhausting trap of trying to live this life solely in your own limited strength, relying only on your own willpower or understanding. You were not designed to do so. It will inevitably lead to frustration and burnout. Instead, learn the rhythm of grace. Consciously rely on my strength, actively trust in my power working within and through you, continually surrender your will to my loving guidance, and then watch with awe and gratitude as I take your yielded life and transform it into something extraordinary, something far beyond what you could achieve on your own. My grace knows no limits, my child. It is infinitely abundant, constantly overflowing, freely available to every single soul who turns to me, who calls upon my name with a sincere heart. Do not ever hesitate to ask for it, for wisdom, for strength, for patience, for forgiveness, for healing. Do not hesitate to receive it with open hands and a grateful heart. And as you are filled, do not hesitate to let it overflow, sharing the love, compassion, and forgiveness you have received with others. Become a channel of my grace in a world thirsting for hope. The strength in surrender, letting go into my hands, precious child, intertwined with grace is the profound act of surrender. I call you to a life of complete, trust-filled surrender. Understand this clearly. Surrender is not about giving up in defeat. It is about giving over in trust. It is the conscious, courageous act of relinquishing your tight grip on the reins of your life, your need to control outcomes, and placing everything completely into my loving, capable hands. Surrender is often perceived by the world as weakness, but in my kingdom, it is the ultimate sign of strength and wisdom. It takes immense courage to let go of your own cherished plans, your fiercely held desires, your carefully constructed ambitions, and to trust implicitly that I, your Creator who loves you infinitely, truly have a better, higher, more fulfilling plan unfolding for you. Surrender is not a single event, a one-time decision. It is a daily, sometimes moment-by-moment practice. It is the conscious choice, made repeatedly, to align your will with mine, to trust my infinite wisdom over your limited understanding, and to follow my gentle leading even when the path ahead seems unclear or illogical from a human perspective. It is stepping out of the boat onto the water, keeping your eyes fixed on me. When you surrender your life fully to me, my child, you are not losing anything of true, eternal value. On the contrary, you are gaining everything that truly matters. You are gaining a profound, unshakable peace that surpasses worldly understanding. You are tapping into a deep, abiding joy that is independent of external circumstances. You are discovering your true purpose, the reason you were created. You are finding a depth of fulfillment that the world's offerings can never provide. Surrender your fears to me, the anxieties about the future, the worries about provision, the fear of failure or rejection. Surrender your doubts, the questions that plague your mind, the uncertainties about my goodness or my plan. Surrender your heavy anxieties, let me carry them for you. Surrender your past, the regrets, the mistakes, the hurts, release them into my ocean of forgiveness. Surrender your present, the challenges, the confusion, the decisions, trust me for wisdom and guidance. Surrender your future, your hopes, your dreams, your expectations, place them in my hands, knowing I desire your highest good. Surrender your relationships, your finances, your career, your health, and trust every area of your life completely to my loving care. As you surrender, trust that I will take care of everything in the perfect way, in the perfect timing. I may not always give you exactly what you want according to your limited perspective, but I promise I will always give you exactly what you need for your growth, your healing, and your ultimate good. I will guide you with unerring precision, protect you fiercely, provide for you abundantly, and lead you steadily toward a life far richer, far more meaningful, far greater than anything you could ever orchestrate or imagine on your own. Do not be afraid of this beautiful act of surrender, my child. I am utterly trustworthy. My faithfulness is unwavering. My nature is purely good. My love for you is unconditional and eternal. I repeat my promise. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Rest in the safety of my embrace. My beloved, I know the landscape of your heart intimately. I know the places where life has left its marks, the areas where you have experienced brokenness. You have been hurt, wounded by words or actions, disappointed by people or circumstances. You may carry feelings of being shattered, fragmented, incomplete, perhaps even ashamed of the cracks. But I want you to hear this truth deep within your spirit. Brokenness is not the end of your story, my child. Very often, it is the necessary beginning of a deeper, more authentic chapter. It is precisely through the cracks of our perceived brokenness that my light can shine most brilliantly into our lives and out into the world. It is in acknowledging our wounds and bringing them to me that my healing grace can be most fully, profoundly experienced. Do not despise your brokenness, my child. Do not try to hide it behind a facade of perfection or pretend it doesn't exist. That only prevents healing. Instead, I invite you, with gentle courage, to bring your broken pieces, your hurts, your fears, your feelings of inadequacy directly to me, the Master Restorer. Allow me to tenderly cleanse your wounds with my love, to mend your fragmented soul, and to make you truly whole again, integrated and strong in me. Remember this paradox of my kingdom. It is in your acknowledged weakness, not your pretended strength, that my divine strength is made perfect, fully manifest. It is in your courageous vulnerability, your willingness to be real and open before me and save others, that my transforming power is most fully displayed. It is through the very places where you felt most broken that my glory, my love, my resilience can shine through most radiantly, offering hope to others. The world often views brokenness as a flaw, a defect, something to be ashamed of or quickly fixed and hidden away. But I see it as a profound opportunity. I see it as a sacred space where I can demonstrate the depth of my unconditional love, the power of my restorative grace, and my incredible ability to bring beauty out of ashes, strength out of weakness, hope out of despair. I am the potter, and you are the precious clay, my child. Trust me, even when you feel shattered into countless pieces by life's pressures or pains, I can lovingly gather those fragments. I can skillfully, patiently remold them, infuse them with my spirit, and shape them into something incredibly beautiful, something new, something uniquely designed to reflect my glory and carry my love into the world. Do not be ashamed of your scars, my child. They are not marks of defeat. They are sacred symbols of your resilience, testaments to your strength, evidence of the battles you have fought and survived through my grace. They are powerful reminders that you have walked through the fire and emerged, not consumed, but refined, stronger, and infused with a deeper compassion born of experience. Let your scars tell a story of my faithfulness and your enduring spirit. The liberating power of forgiveness, setting yourself free, my precious child, flowing naturally from the acceptance of my grace and the healing of brokenness, is the vital practice of forgiveness. I call you to embrace forgiveness, not as an optional suggestion, but as an essential key to unlocking true freedom, lasting peace, and deeper intimacy with me. It is my command, born of my love for your well-being. Understand what forgiveness truly is and what it is not. Forgiveness is not about condoning wrongdoing or pretending that a hurt didn't happen or didn't matter. It is not necessarily about reconciling with the person who hurt you. Forgiveness is primarily an internal act of release. It is the conscious choice to let go of the toxic bitterness, the consuming resentment, the paralyzing anger that holds you captive long after the offense occurred. It is choosing, by an act of your will empowered by my grace, to release the past's grip on your present and future. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as a feeling. While feelings of peace may follow, forgiveness itself is a decision. It is a deliberate choice, often made repeatedly, to cancel the debt you feel the offender owes you, the debt of apology, remorse, or restitution, even if they show no sign of deserving it or even acknowledging their offense. Crucially, remember this: forgiveness is not primarily for the benefit of the offender. It is fundamentally for your benefit. It is for your healing, your liberation from the corrosive effects of holding onto anger, your peace of mind, and the restoration of your unhindered connection with me. When you hold onto unforgiveness, my child, you are unknowingly drinking poison yourself, hoping the other person will suffer. You are allowing bitterness to seep into your soul, contaminating your joy, stealing your peace, damaging your physical health, and creating a barrier that hinders the full flow of my grace and love in your life. It keeps you tethered to the very pain you wish to escape. Recognize, too, that forgiveness is often a process, not an instantaneous event, especially when wounds are deep. It may not happen overnight. It often requires dedicated time, heartfelt prayer asking for my help, and the active work of my Holy Spirit within you, softening your heart and empowering you to release the burden. Be patient and compassionate with yourself in this process. But I promise you, beloved, the effort is profoundly worth it. As you choose to forgive others step by step, empowered by my grace, you will experience a tangible release, a growing sense of freedom, an inner lightness, and a depth of peace you may have thought impossible. You will find yourself able to move forward in your life, no longer anchored to the hurts of the past, free to embrace the present and future I have for you. And always remember the foundation of all forgiveness: my forgiveness of you. Contemplate the immeasurable price I paid through Christ to erase your sins, to bridge the chasm, to reconcile you fully to myself. If I, the Holy One, could extend such infinite forgiveness to you, surely, drawing upon my strength, you can extend forgiveness to others who have wronged you in much smaller ways. Let my forgiveness of you be the motivation and the model for your forgiveness of others, and even, importantly, for forgiving yourself. Love, the supreme ethic, the very air you breathe, my beloved. If there is one word that encapsulates my entire being, my eternal purpose, and my highest call to you, it is love. Love is the greatest commandment, the supreme ethic, the very foundation upon which my kingdom is built. It is the essence of my character, the driving force behind creation, redemption, and all that I do. Understand that the love I speak of, the love I call you to embody, is far more than mere sentiment or fleeting emotion. It is not just warm feelings or romantic attraction. Divine love, agape love, is primarily an action, a conscious choice, a commitment of the will. It is the deliberate decision to prioritize the well-being of others, to extend kindness, compassion, patience, and mercy, even and especially when it feels difficult or undeserved. Remember the nature of this love as described in my word. Love is patient, enduring hardship without complaint. Love is kind, actively seeking opportunities to bless and serve. Love does not envy, it does not hoard, it rejoices in the success of others. Love does not boast, it is not puffed up with pride or self-importance. It does not dishonor others, treating everyone with inherent respect as my image bearers. It is not self-seeking, looking out for the interests of others. It is not easily angered, choosing restraint and understanding over reaction. It keeps no meticulous record of wrongs suffered, choosing forgiveness instead. Love does not delight in evil or injustice, but rejoices whenever truth prevails. Love always protects the vulnerable, always trusts in the best, always hopes for redemption, always perseveres through challenges without giving up. This, my child, is the breathtakingly high, yet attainable through my grace, standard of love I call you to cultivate and express. A love that is fundamentally selfless, often sacrificial and utterly unconditional, mirroring my own infinite love for you. Love your neighbor as you love yourself, my child. This sums up much of my law. And who is your neighbor? Everyone you encounter. Extend this love even to your enemies, to those who misunderstand or persecute you. Pray for them, bless them, show kindness even when met with hostility. Love those who are different from you, different backgrounds, different beliefs, different appearances. Love everyone without exception, recognizing the spark of the divine I have placed within each soul. Love is, without question, the most powerful force in the entire universe, my child. It possesses the power to conquer entrenched hatred, to overcome systemic evil, to heal the deepest emotional and spiritual wounds. Love can mend broken relationships, restore fractured communities, and bring genuine, lasting peace to a deeply troubled world. Therefore, let your entire life become a living testament to the transformative power of this divine love. Let your words be seasoned with grace and kindness. Let your actions consistently demonstrate compassion and service. Let your very presence radiate the warmth, acceptance, and peace that flow from a heart filled with my love. Make love your aim, your motivation, your highest aspiration.